Today we have a very special show. Today is the debut of Guardies, the award show voted for by the coaches to reward the outstanding performances throughout Season 2. I've also thrown in a few of my own because, creator privilege. Season 2 has had so many incredible moments, so many pop-offs that are absolutely award-worthy, but didn't quite make the cut. So, before we get into the full awards, let's take a look at some of those moments. Let's kick off with the Pokemon Awards. First up, we dive into the stats to reward the Pokemon that have put up the big numbers in Season 2. These weren't voted on because stats don't lie. First up, Kamikaze Award. Awarded to the Pokemon with the highest negative kill to death ratio. And for Season 2, the award goes to Politoed with negative 12 kill to death ratio. 2 kills, 14 deaths. Moving swiftly along to the Terminator Award. Awarded to the Pokemon with the best kill to death ratio in the league. This one goes to Armarouge with plus 19 kill to death. 24 kills to only 5 deaths. Ridiculous. And kind of fitting of Terminator. The Assassin Mon. Pokemon with the highest number of kills with 0 deaths. This one goes to Lorgis. 5 KOs. Finally, on the Stat Awards, we have the Tyson Trophy. Awarded to the Pokemon with the most KOs in the league. And anyone who's been keeping track will know exactly where this is going. Mr. Cheese String himself, Goldengo. Now let's dive into the survey and see who the coaches voted for in each of these Pokemon categories. The Messi Award for the most overrated Pokemon in the league. Pokemon that were plucked from the upper echelons of the tiers, but basically did very little for most of the season. And the nominations are Dragapult. Pult endured a difficult season with the Archeops, appearing in 9 games but not registering a single KO. 13-point Mon, this is simply not a good return on investment. I do give the Dragon Cannon a little bit of leeway since the Archeops as a team had a hard time this season. But if Pult had managed to put up a few KOs, would things have been different? Rapid Strike Urshifu. The Water Bear was the curse of Regulation E, the most broken Pokemon in the game. Not in draft, it would seem. 15 points for 8 KOs in a season. Not what you'd expect from the most broken Pokemon and the star of an entire regulation. Palafin. Now, Palafin probably be cut a little slack since it wasn't around from week 1. But after transferring in and during week 5, it didn't really do much since except not die. With the high expectations placed upon it, that's just not good enough. Fluttermane. Once again, the New York Latios select Fluttermane with their first pick of the draft. Once again, Fluttermane does nothing. Is the Pokemon that has been at number 1 in almost every regional top 12 since it's been legal, just not that good in draft? Or is TCL just not able to get the best out of Generation 9's best new Pokemon? Ogerpon Wellspring. Okay, so this nomination is a little contentious. Wellspring Ogerpon isn't just a killing machine. It brings so much to the table other than just damage output. But even with that taken into account, it just didn't seem to put in the work you'd expect of a cost 15 Pokemon that in standard VGC has dethroned Fluttermane as the most used Pokemon in the game. And the winner of the award no Pokemon wants to receive is Rapid Strike Urshifu of the Ohio City Doggies. On the other side of the coin, we have Bargain Buys, the Pokemon that performed way above their value. I did place a limit on this, and that was that the nominations had to be cost 5 or below. So, the nominations are Syrian Electrode. On a squad containing Dragonite, Dragapult and Torkoal, Electro Ball was probably the star of the show. With 6 KOs, it had double its closest competitor, and the constant threat of that Terra Ice, Terra Blast Chow loved to bring kept teams on the back foot. The Fable. Okay, this one I have to admit was as much down to my underestimation of the Mon in tiering as it was with Otter bringing the best out of this bargain Pokemon. It still performed well above expectations, with the Dirge squeezing every ounce of talent out of this Mon and ensuring a rise up the tiers for Season 3. Florges. Power of Flower. We all know how much Tommy likes his hacks, but this season he really displayed his love of bulk. With its ridiculous special defense stat and the sneaky good special attack stat, Florges really fit the Articuno squad. The utility it brought and the different sets Tommy was able to run showcased the strength you can find in the lower tiers. Frostlass. The Mon that changed an entire season. The Mon that almost enabled the most historic run in draft. I don't think there's much else to be said about how well this fit the Politoed squad, and how well it showed the difference one Pokemon can make to a team regardless of cost. Chirisu, World Champ Difference. Follow me Voltazorb on a rain team. It's like Seijun Park himself made the squad. Quim's use of Nuzzle plus Super Fang to support the rest of the team even more while it was on the field. The little Pika clone did so much more than its 3 points would have suggested possible. The winner is Frostlass. The final award of this section of the show is for Set of the Season. I sifted through every match replay and picked out what I thought were the best sets each team ran this season. Of course, this is my opinion and aren't necessarily what others would have picked, but I wanted to bring a little fun. Regardless, here are the nominations. From week 1, the Welsh Woobats with Terra Fairy Sunflora. From week 2, the Blazing Brelooms with Terra Fighting Terra Blast Gothitelle. From week 5, Albuquerque Appleton, Choice Scarf Weak Armor Armor Rouge. From week 6, the Prismatic Ice Shards with Brian Thorns. On week 7, the week of heat. First we have Witcheroo Persian from the New York Latios. This week also brought us Mirrorherd Baxcalibur, the Alaskan Articunos. And finally, in week 7, the Ohio City Dogies with the incredibly evil Minimize Swords Dance Overquill. In week 8, we had King's Rock Mamoswine from the San Diego Skeledirge. Finally, you have 2 sets that were brought multiple weeks in the season. The now iconic Choice Scarf Icy Wind Frostlass Philadelphia Polytoads. Shell's signature Terra Ice Terra Blast Giga Drain Syrian Electrode from the East Austin Archeops. And the winner in the closest vote of the show, with only 1 vote more than 7 other sets, is the Alaskan Articunos and Mirrorherd Baxcalibur. Part 2 of the show, we switch focus to the coaches. And we're going to start with a couple of very special awards. Awards to shed light on coaches and moments from the season that really needed to be highlighted. First up, we have the Let 'em Cook Award. This goes to a coach who just could not decide on a squad. He chopped and changed so much that no one had a clue what the final dish was going to be. And the winner is Twimberly of the Ohio City Doggies. Following quite nicely on from this, we have the Fat Eddie Award for the best hustler of the season. Luckily for the league, despite twice attempting to go over the points cap, this coach was caught. They weren't brought to justice though. They were instead given the benefit of the doubt and not punished. And this shady dealer was Chal, coach of the East Austin Archeops. Next up, we have the Rick Astley Award. The award that goes to the coach that never gave up, never let anyone down. Now, this actually had two possible winners when I was drawing them up, but after discovering Chal's conman past, they let everyone down, eliminating them from the running, leaving us with the coach that I've been a believer in all season long, and repeatedly pointed out you cannot count them out of any match. And I think you can guess where this one is going. The Rick Astley Award goes to Starstreak, coach of the Blazing Brelooms. On to the voting awards. First up, Trade of the Season. This award goes to the coach that recognised mid-season Pokemon that could have a massive impact on their team. And the nominations are Tommy for Iron Jugulus, TCL for Zapdos, Matt Ronin for Volcarona, Chris Frostlass, finally Twim for Overquill. And the biggest impact transfer of the season, according to the other coaches, is Chris of Frostlass. Now on to my favourite award of the show, Team Builder of the Year. Every coach in the league was put up for a vote, and everyone had to vote for who they thought created the most exciting teams across the 9 weeks of the season. 4 coaches received votes. Otter of the San Diego Skeledirge, TCL from the New York Latios. Weens of the Prismatic Eye Shards. And Quimberly of the Ohio City Dogies. And officially, the best team builder in the Regal Draft League is Quimberly of the Ohio City Dogies. And with that, we are down to the final 3 awards. Comeback Coach of the Year, Most Valuable Pokemon, and Coach of the Year. Let's start with Comeback Coach of the Year. And this was probably the biggest story of the season. There were 2 absolutely incredible comebacks that will certainly be talked about for years to come. The Alaskan Articunos, Philadelphia Politoads. Both teams started the season 0-4. Both teams incredibly made the playoffs. Both teams made it through the first round of the playoff. Both stories got unfortunately ended by Evil Otter. The Articunos in the semi-final. Philadelphia Politoads suffering heartbreak in the final. And just like it was difficult to separate the 2 stories in the season, they couldn't be separated here either, with the vote ending in a tie. And personally, I think that is a pretty poetic end to that award, because it seems like both teams were so intrinsically linked throughout the season, especially when they both started winning. Yes, Chris took things one step further by making the finals, but the fact that they were both eventually beaten by Otter, and Tommy just happened to be on Otter's side of the bracket, shouldn't diminish the success story that Tommy had there. So massive congrats to both of you on what has been an unforgettable season. Let's save Coach of the Year for last. So, Most Valuable Pokemon, MVP of Regal Draft League Season 2. Every coach was asked to put up their own squad MVP for vote. Those nominations are Goldengo from the Philadelphia Politoads, Great Tusk from the Welsh Woobats, Monkey Dory from Prismatic Ice Shards. Ursaluna Blood Moon from the Ohio City Dogies. Ursaluna from the New York Latios. Excalibur from the Alaskan Articuno. Electrode Hisui from East Austin Archeops. Armarouge from the Albuquerque Appleton. Thunderous Therian from the Blazing Brelooms. Finally, Roaring Moon from the San Diego Skeledirge. 5 Pokemon received votes. Those were Blood Moon Ursaluna, Monkey Dory, Syrian Electrode, Goldengo, and Thunderous Therian. And so, the most valuable Pokemon for Season 2 of the Regal Draft League is Monkey Dory. This Pokemon ended up being so much more than Fako Pod. Brisk proved to be an absolutely busted ability. And more than just support, this thing actually contributed 13 KOs across 8 matches to finish 11th on the kill chart. Monkey Dory was a landslide winner of the vote and absolutely deserving of the title MVP. And finally, the award you have all been waiting for, Coach of the Year. Every coach was up to vote here and 5 received votes. Otter, Tommy and Matt received a single vote each. I guess Tommy and Otter voted for themselves like the dirty little cheats that they are. But the running came down to 2 coaches. Weens of the Prismatic Ice Shards. The closest anyone has come to an unbeaten regular season in the Regal Draft League. Such an absolutely incredible accomplishment. Fortunately, end of the season didn't turn out so well. Honestly, let's not take anything away from Weens and just how insane it was to go 8-0. I'm not sure we'll ever see a season like that again. Chow of the East Austin Archeops. Chow had the complete opposite season to Weens. Didn't win a single game all season. Not matches, games. But positivity that Chow brought to the league, the good vibes in Discord, the fact that they didn't give up when other coaches would have quit, an inspiration to us all. And I'm sure will have been what garnered him some votes here. And the winner, the Coach of the Year for Season 2 of the Regal Draft League is Chow of the East Austin Archeops. Closes out Season 2. What a season it has been. I've thoroughly enjoyed covering it. So many unforgettable moments that it's been my absolute honour to share with you all. I hope to see you all right back here for Season 3, which is going to be even bigger, even better. Till then, bye.